come in here. Now I got the tailgate out of the way. I can get right to my repair here real easy. Nothing's in the way. All right, I guess this is about what I was thinking it was. This here though, I didn't see any rust in it, and there had a little bit of a bulge on it right here. Well, somebody had put a bunch of Bondo over the top of this rust, but this whole piece is rusted all the way through there. I need to repair this box. The floor is bad back there, so I will probably, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is cut the floor back to a good metal all the way to here, cut this piece, this floor off so I can get to this. Once I get to this, then I can rebuild the box. I'm just going to cut it back to some good metal and make a cap for it, replace that cap, put a floor patch in. Got there was wiring in there, I almost cut it. Well, that's pretty good. I've got a little bit of cleanup to do over here. Before I put any patches on here at all, I'm going to treat this with a rust treatment. But anyhow, I still got to cut out the other side, and then we can get to treating this. And I'll put a weld-through primer on here as well, just to make sure that it's sealed somewhat. Well, I sprayed a rust converter on there to kill that rust, and then now I got a weld-through primer that I'm going to shoot all this with before I patch it, just to kind of seal everything up. There, now I can weld those patches in there. I still need to do the other side, of course. There, got the inner one done, I got the other side done, so I will treat this with some weld-through primer just so I have it primer and I can weld through it when I put that floor piece on. Just taking a chisel and knocking these down here. My only concern is stretching this, and if it does begin to stretch, I'm actually doing a short enough piece that it shouldn't stretch too much over that length. So if it does stretch, I'll just make a relief cut in here, let it come back, and just weld that up if I have to. We'll see. Go work that one out. I'm just going to go over and hammer that a bit, try to give it a contour like that if I can. I'll use an actual body hammer for that. So I'll be right back. Okay. So I've got the shape here for that done. I notched this out, which I need to notch it out a little more. Looks like it'll fit in here pretty good. Just need to make that notch a little bigger. I'm just gonna So I'll go work on the other part for that and get that put in. Okay, we've got this side all taken care of. Rust all cut out, patched up. That box, I cut all that out and welded that back up. So this side's good. Just need to do this side here. I already got that box patched up. So I just need to do the floor and then we'll be all done back here. Well, with this longer piece, I had to cut a relief cut in each one of these scallops, mainly because by hammering these out flat, obviously it stretched this, but it obviously lapped up a little bit here because it was stretched. So I'll recut those notches and weld them back together. All right, I got the back of this done. I'm pretty sure the back of these blazers and the bed of a pickup are very, very similar. The bed scallops I thought were slightly different between the bed and the pickup, or between the blazer and the pickup, but they're not. The scallops are the same. There's a couple here that are wider than these ones here in the middle. As long as you place that out, it'll be just fine. So I got these both sides taken care of. I had a little patch here. I found a little hole right there and another one right here. Got all them taken care of, plus these pockets. Well, there's not actually a stake pocket, but that support. So I got that all taken care of. I'm gonna throw some rust treatment on there. Gotta let it dry for 12 or 24 hours. And then I'm gonna put some self-etching primer on this bare metal. And then while this is all drying, before I put the primer on, I'm gonna jump over to some of these other rust repair spots to get fixed. So that's got surface rust on it, pretty solid. I may or may not cut all that out. I've got this panel here. This is off of a Suburban, so it was a little bit longer. It's the right shape and all, but right here's a little different. This tapers off a little faster than the one on the Suburban. I don't know if you can tell, there's just a change here. But I probably could easily just cut all that out and just reshape the bottom of this. I may do that. That's solid, but I don't know if I can kill all that rust like I want. So, might just do this. And then in this case, all I'll do is put this in place where this is right, and then I'll cut and weld all this down to about here, and then I'll just reshape and cut as I need on that. Looks pretty solid right up to about here. So I'll probably just wind up cutting that after I'll get this on here where it needs to be. I might put a screw in here just to kind of hold that while I work on it. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I've got this inner piece here to replace that inner piece there. That's bad. Hopefully it's big enough, in the right shape. Turned out a little better than I thought it was gonna, actually. In this corner. Now I still have the repairs up front here and in here to do. That piece, there's a corner here. Oh, I circled that one. And then over here in this corner. And the rocker there too. We'll get that next.